Hello viewers, I'm Kausalya. Today we are going to solve problems 10 and 11 in exercise 4.3 quadratic equations. The problem is an express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train to travel 132 km between Mysore and Bangalore. So here the total distance is 132 km and express train takes 1 hour less than the passenger train. For example, if the passenger train takes 10 hours to reach this distance, then the express train takes only 9 hours. If the average speed of the express train is 11 km per hour more than that of the passenger train, find the average speed of the two trains. So now, here the discussion is about the speed. If the average speed of the express train is 11 km per hour more than, so what do you mean by more? Here this represents plus than that of the passenger train. For example, if the speed of the passenger train is 10 km per hour, then that of the express train will be 10 plus 11, that is 21 km per hour. Okay, just for example. Find the average speed of the two trains. Now we have to calculate the speed of the two trains. So, what is the relationship between your speed, distance and time? Speed is nothing but distance travelled by time taken. So, first we start with, let the average speed of the passenger train is x. Then the average speed of the express train is, you see the express train is 11 km per hour more than the passenger train. So, the average speed of the express train is x plus 11. Right? Because the passenger train speed is x and the express train is travels 11 km more. Therefore, x plus 11. Now, what is the distance? Distance is 132 km. Now, the time taken by the passenger train is nothing but distance travelled by speed. Okay, just we are rearranging. So, time taken goes here and speed comes here. So, what is the distance travelled? It is 132. And what is the speed of the passenger train? We have declared it as x. Therefore, 132 by x. The next thing is time taken by the express train. So, here the distance travelled, it again 132, it remains the same and the speed is x plus 11. Right. Now, you see in the problem it is clearly given that an express train takes 1 hour less than the passenger train. Right. Therefore, you see the difference between these two trains, right? The distance, that is the time taken by the passenger train and the time taken by the express train. Okay, when you subtract, then it should be equal to 1. So, here you see, this is the time taken by the passenger train and this is the time taken by the express train. They had clearly given, right? The difference between these two things is equal to 1. So, 132 by x minus 132 by x plus 11 is equal to 1. Now, we have to solve this equation. So, the first step is taking LCM. So, here we do a cross multiplication. So, 132 into x plus 11 minus 132 into x, the whole divided by x into x plus 11 is equal to 1. Now, again we are multiplying. So, 132 into x is 132x and 132 into 11 gives 1452 and here minus 132x, the whole divided by x into x is x square and x into 11 is 11x, which is equal to 1. So, now you see this plus 132x and minus 132x, they cancel each other and we are moving this denominator part to the right hand side. Therefore, 1452 is equal to x square plus 11x. Again, when you simplify here, this becomes x square plus 11x minus 1452 is equal to 0. Anyway, we always need a positive x square term. So, we are moving this number to the right hand side. Right, because here we have a positive x square, so we don't want to change this. Therefore, x square plus 11x minus 1452 is equal to 0. We have to solve this quadratic equation. So, here we have done the factors. So, finally, this 1452 can be written as 44 into 33. because 44 into 33 gives you 1452 and again 44 minus 33 gives you 11x. Since here we have a positive sign, we are considering plus 44 and minus 33. Because plus into minus gives you minus and plus 44 minus 33 gives you plus 11x. Right. So, we are splitting this plus 11x as 44x minus 33x minus 1452 equal to 0. So, when you consider the first two terms, we can take x commonly outside. Therefore, the remaining terms are x plus 44. And here when you look at these two terms, we can take 33 outside. So, anyway, we need the same term here. Therefore, here it is x plus 44. If you have any doubt in assigning sign to this number, first write down this part here. Then you can check with the previous line. Here you need minus 33x, right? Therefore, just here insert a minus. So, minus 33 into x, minus 33x and minus 33 into plus 44 gives you minus 1452. Right, if you have any doubt, just follow this, and if you are confident, then you can go ahead. Now, here when you take this x plus 44 term commonly outside, then the remaining terms are x minus 33. Now, when you equate these terms to 0, here we have x equal to 33 and x equal to minus 44. So, what is x here? X is nothing but the average speed. So, the speed should always be a positive number. Therefore, here we are rejecting this minus 44. Therefore, the speed of the passenger train is 33 km per hour. Whereas the speed of the express train is, it is x plus 11, right? It is 11 more than the passenger train. Therefore, 33 plus 11 gives you 44 km per hour. So, if you want to cross check, again you can consider the relationship between the two. That is, you see, 132 by x minus 132 by x plus 11 is equal to 1. So, when you substitute the value of x and x plus 11, you see here we have 4 minus 3 which is equal to 1. So, this satisfies the given statement in the question. Right. So, this problem gets over here. We will proceed with our problem 11. The problem is sum of the areas of two squares is 468 meters square. If the difference of their perimeters is 24 meter, then find the sides of the two squares. So here we are having two squares. Okay, keep that in mind. Sum of the areas of the squares, we are adding, right? Adding the areas of two squares and the answer is 468 meters square. If the difference of their perimeters is 24 meter, okay, difference between their perimeters, okay, perimeter of square 1 minus perimeter of square 2 gives 24 meter. Therefore, find the sides of the two squares. We have to find the sides, right? So, you see, let A1 and A2 be the sides of two squares. Right, let A1 be the side of the first square and A2 be the side of the second square. For example, let this is one square and this is other square. Here A1 is the side and here A2 is the side. So what is the formula for area? Area of a square is A square, that is square of the sides. So here area of this square is A1 square and area of this square is A2 square, and you see here sum of the areas. So here we are adding, and which is equal to 468. Name this as equation 1. And the next one is perimeter of the square. So, perimeter of the square is given by the formula 4 times of side. So, difference of the perimeters is given as 24. Okay, this is given in the problem. So, we have to find the perimeter of first square. So, perimeter of the first square is given as 4 times of side, right? This is the basic formula. Here the value of side is A1. So, 4A1 minus, here it is 4A2, which is equal to 24. Okay, this is the difference of perimeters. So, here in this statement, we can take this 4 commonly outside. So, 4 into A1 minus A2 is equal to 24. And when you solve, you see, A1 minus A2 is equal to 24 by 4, which is equal to 6. I am moving this 4 to the right hand side, and finally, A1 minus A2 is equal to 6, and now I am rewriting this equation, okay? I am moving this minus a2 to the right hand side. Therefore, a1 is equal to 6 plus a2 and name this as equation number 2. Now, we are going to substitute this value 2 in equation 1. So here the equation is a1 square plus a2 square is equal to 468. So what is a1? a1 is 6 plus a2 and here this a2 as such, because here you see, again this is up to you. Even you can write a2 in terms of a1. Okay, in any way it is correct. But here I had written a1 in terms of a2. So in the place of a1, I am writing it as 6 plus a2 and here this square as such, plus a2 square equal to 468. So this is of the form a plus b the whole square. So this can be written as a square 6 square plus b square is a2 square plus 2ab. 2 into 6 into a2 and this plus a2 square equal to 468. So now when you simplify a2 square plus a2 square becomes 2a2 square plus 2 into 6 a2. So which is 12a2 here plus 36 and I am moving this 468 to the left hand side. So here it is minus 468 which is equal to 0. So 36 minus 468 gives minus 432 and here you see this equation can be divided by 2. So when you divide this by 2, here we have a2 square plus 6a2 minus 216 equal to 0. So again we have to solve this quadratic equation. So you see this 216, here I have solved that. So 216 can be written as 12 into 18, right? So 18 minus 12 gives you 6 and 18 into 12 gives you 216. So since here we have a positive sign, we are assigning plus 18 and minus 12. Because plus 18 minus 12 gives you plus 6 and plus 18 into minus 12 gives you minus 216. So here this 6a2 can be written as plus 18a2 minus 12a2 minus 216 equal to 0. So here in the first two terms you can take a2 commonly outside. So the remaining terms are a2 plus 18. And here you can take minus 12. So the remaining terms are a2 plus 18. So when you take this a2 plus 18 commonly outside, the remaining terms are a2 minus 12. So when you equate it to 0, the value of a2 is 12 and minus 18. So a2 is nothing but side of a square. Therefore, it should be always positive. Therefore, we are rejecting this minus 18. So the value of a2 is 12. What about a1? So a1 is nothing but 6 plus a2. Therefore, 6 plus 12 equal to 18. So here you have to write it as a2 is 12 meters and this a1 is 18 meters. Right. So hence these are the sides of the squares. So this problem gets over here. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. And again, I forgot to tell you one thing. You see, you can solve this quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula also. That is minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Right, anyway you can solve the quadratic equation. It's up to you. So that's all. So this problem gets over here. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.